This episode contains discussions of homophobia, specifically relating to the church. Listen to your own discretion. It is Sunday, the 30th of June, 2024. My name is Pigeon Rose, and this is my song of the day. Today we're talking about an artist who I considered doing a different song of his, but I decided not to. He has a song with a slur in the title and a lot of slurs in the chorus, and it's a whole thing, and I didn't want to talk about it for various reasons, but I decided to do a different song instead because it made more sense and it's also a better song. So the artist is John Grant. He's an American singer. He was previously in a band called the Czars. He's since released 6 solo albums. I actually finally got around to listening to his 6th album from this year, and I was pleasantly surprised because he kind of got worse with each album. His first album, fantastic. His second album, also very good. His third album has some good songs, overall not as good. And then the 4th and 5th albums are both like pretty mediocre with some standout songs. But his 6th album, actually very good. His best album in years. I really liked it. Anyway, the song we're talking about today is from his second album, Pale Green Ghosts. And the song is called Glacier. Now, I'll be linking a few different versions in the description because they're all good. The studio version has backing vocals from Sinead O'Connor. The version that I prefer is a version on the TV show Other Voices with Conor O'Brien of Villagers on backing vocals, and I'll be linking that as well. There's also an orchestral version, like a live orchestral version, but that one is on and off Spotify, so I don't know if I'll have a link for it. We'll see. But either way, I prefer the version with Conor O'Brien. That's the one I'm going to focus on, but you can listen to whichever version you want and it'll still be relevant. So we're going to listen to that now and then come back in a few minutes and cry and talk about it. I haven't actually listened to that song in a while, and yeah, it still hits me hard. So, obviously, I'm talking about this in my Pride Week, so obviously it's got queer themes, and you would know that from listening to it. But to clarify, John Grant is himself a gay man. Conor O'Brien, by the way, of Villagers, also a gay man. And I feel like you can really feel the emotion, like you can feel that they understand what they're singing about, you know? I know that sounds like a stupid thing to say, but especially in that live performance, like when the choruses are over and it's just the music playing, John Grant just sits on the stage and stares, and he looks like he's about to break down into tears. Meanwhile, Conor is standing there at the microphone, just eyes closed, swaying with the music, and it feels, it's really interesting. Ugh, it hits me. It makes it hit even harder. So this song, broadly, is about societal homophobia in America, particularly the homophobia that comes with religion. He has said that it's about how the USA is not a theocracy, but it often acts like one. John Grant's writing style, we're going to get into it because I'm going to talk about him a few times. He did a song with Elbow, so of course we're going to talk about that at one point. Oh, actually, that's a perfect opportunity for me to mention that I have seen John Grant live twice. Once on his own, and once in a doubleheader gig with Elbow the year that they did a song together. But yeah, in talking about John Grant's writing style, he has a very plain writing style, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean, like, one would describe it as brutally honest. He doesn't mince his words. A lot of very, like, purposefully placed swears, and I appreciate that about his writing a lot of the time. Doesn't pull any punches, so to speak. And this song is a great example of that, particularly in the second half. But anyway, you just want to live your life the best way you know how, but they keep on telling you that you are not allowed. They say you are sick, that you should hang your head in shame. They are pointing fingers and want you to take the blame. I don't need to explain it much. It's homophobia. That's what it is. But specifically talking about being sick and hanging your head in shame, like, it's very specific about the imagery here. There are days when people are so nasty and convincing, they say things beyond belief that sting and leave you wincing, and to boot, they say their words come straight down from above, and they really seem to think that what they're doing counts as love. Yeah, that's the part that gets me. There are days when people are so nasty and convincing is a very good description of that. When people are, like, really cruel and also you believe it, you know? So convincing. Because people like that, homophobes, will say it with such conviction as if it's true, you know? Because they believe it. Yeah, they say their words come straight down from above, obviously referring to the idea that homophobia is in the Bible. It is a God-given value that homosexuality is sin, and they really seem to think that what they're doing counts as love. Because that's another thing, especially with religious people, they see them trying to help you with it. They're trying to cleanse you of your sin. Why don't you let me help you? But it's not how it fucking works. It's not helping to erase someone's identity, right? It's not helping to hurt someone because of what their sexuality is or their romantic orientation or whatever. This part particularly hurts me because I have Catholic parents who have gotten better over the years. They're trying, but it certainly wasn't the best when I came out. Less homophobic and more denial, because I specifically came out as bi the first time, and they were very like treating it like it's a phase sort of thing. And they've said some very insensitive things to me over the years, and so that, yeah, they really seem to think that what they're doing counts as love is the line that really kills me in this song. Anyway, the chorus: this pain, it is a glacier moving through you and carving out deep valleys and creating spectacular landscapes and nourishing the ground with precious minerals and other stuff. So don't you become paralyzed with fear when things seem particularly rough. This is why I love this song, because the verses, the sad part, they're the harsh reality of the awful things that people have done to queer people, done and said. And then the chorus is saying, it's not saying like ignore the pain or, you know, oh, they don't matter. It's saying that you can turn this pain into something useful. It's a glacier moving through you, carving out deep valleys and creating spectacular landscapes and nourishing the ground with precious minerals and other stuff. Like, it's, this pain is doing you pain, but it will help you to become a better person and help you to help other people, because you've seen what the world can do to people and you want to help other people not experience that. And I really love this chorus here, and encouraging you not to become paralyzed with fear when things seem particularly rough. It's saying like, yes, these people are real, these people are bad, and these people are causing pain, but you can survive that and other people can too with your help. And I really love the message of that chorus. Then we get into the third verse, which is what I meant by him becoming very blunt in the second half. Don't you pay them fuckers as they say no, never mind. They don't give two shits about you. It's the blind leading the blind. What they want is commonly referred to as theocracy, and what that boils down to is referred to as hypocrisy. When I first heard the song, I thought that was the cleverest fucking lyric in the world. And it is clever, but it's also very obvious. But I do like it. It's kind of a smug lyric, isn't it? But it's very true. The idea, theocracy is that, you know, a rule of religion, and that being hypocritical is yeah, it's correct. Don't listen to anyone, get answers on your own, even if it means that sometimes you feel quite alone. No one on this planet can tell you what to believe. People like to talk a lot and they like to deceive. So again, it's about finding your own path, finding your own way, believing what you believe, being the person that you are and that you want to be, no matter what other people say. And then they do the chorus twice, and that's the end of the song. I particularly love in the live version the way it builds up, because on the album version, which I do enjoy, it's just this pain, and he just holds that note as it echoes, which I like because it gives it this immense feeling and really makes it ring in your ears. But I love Conor O'Brien's backing vocals on the live version where he's varying it. So John is still going pain, but Conor's going pain. It's really nice melody, really nice harmony rather. I really like how it works there, and particularly in the last chorus when he goes even higher, the pain. Love it so much. And then, like I said, you know, you have the instrumental with John sitting down looking like he's about to cry and Conor swaying in place. I really love this song. It's so interesting to me because of its harsh verses and beautiful chorus. It hits me deeply for personal reasons, and I think it's probably John Grant's objectively best song. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it's one I come back to every so often. I'm like, man, I fucking needed to hear this, you know? Yeah, so that's the end of Pride Week here. I hope you enjoyed. A lot of these songs were quite sad, but I thought I would end with this one being sad but also hopeful, you know. Happy Pride Week. Also Free Palestine. Next week is not specifically themed. It's just going to be whatever songs I want to do. I will say that specifically tomorrow, I'm going to see Elbow live again because it's me. So tomorrow's episode will be an Elbow song from their new album. So you have that to look forward to. Otherwise, not a particularly themed week. Just some songs I wanted to cover, songs I've had stuck in my head all week. And there's a birthday in that week as well that I'll be doing a specific song for. So yeah, tell me what you think. Leave a comment, leave a like, give me a subscription, tell other people about it, tell whoever the fuck you want. And I will talk to you tomorrow.
Break it down.
I think his most recent one was his 6th album? No, 5th. Hold on. Queen of Denmark, Pale Green Ghost, Grey Tickles, Black Pressure, Love is Magic, Boy from Michigan, newest album. Okay, 6th. Connor O'Brien, by the way, also. Wow, that was a loud notification.